All right, here we go. I'll take attendance at the end of the period for those that came late. We're going to go ahead and do the quiz that we left off. So please go ahead and get your quiz out. If you didn't do it, then just go ahead and copy it. All right, so we're just going to go over the answers for the quiz that we took before the vacation. And then we'll go. Oh, we have the principal. Hey, visiting. What's up? What's happening? Welcome back.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Monday here, man. Just trying to get back into it. I'm pretty sure, like everybody else, it sounds like you guys are back into it already, man. You got some music going?
Yeah, we got a little bit of music.
Wake 'em up. Oh, man. Welcome back, everybody. Let's continue strong here with this trimester. It's still second trimester. And this trimester goes all the way through the first week of March. So you're looking at about 7 more weeks of this trimester. Where I think already got some questions from some parents thinking that our trimester ends in 2 weeks. Now that's a Rancho High School semester. So we are different. So I just want to clarify that. We are still in our second trimester, and we are going we have about 7 more weeks till the first week of March. Okay, so plenty of time to get those points back up. Okay, or keep them up, like some of you guys are doing really good. So just to clarify that, okay? So let's continue strong here, and we're back at it. All right, so second trimester is still on. Good luck, and keep doing your work. Stay at it. That's all we can do right now. Do our best. All right?
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Good luck. And let's have a good first day back.
Does anybody have a question for Mr. Gonzalez before he leaves?
Anybody, any questions come up, let me know. Email me. Some of you actually do. It's pretty good. You guys actually, some of the students email me, so they've gotten the hang of how we can communicate through email. So yeah, any questions come up, email myself or Miss Martinez. It's also available. Any questions come up since we don't see you in the hallways like we usually would do and talk then. Right there at lunchtime, but yes, we're available. Okay.
So the first quiz, the last quiz that we took, oh wow, woo! Some of you guys didn't do it, but this is your opportunity to actually at least do it with us. I won't give you full credit, but at least I'll give you something as opposed to a 0, because technically you have a 0 right now on that assignment. So this is on page 11. This was your quiz. All right. And for those that already did it, just go ahead and grade it. And then you're going to submit that for points as well. All right. So remember, I want you guys to show me the work, okay? Some of you guys just wrote the answers, which is not the whole purpose of this. Is to let me understand if you know the concept. All right. That's the whole idea, because then you'll be able to do the technique and the strategy. So here we got 3x to the power 4 times 2x to the power 5. So what you need to have done is you needed to have broken it down. 3 times x to the 4th is x times x times x. Okay? And then we got times, and then 2x to the 5th is 2 times x times 5 of them. All right? So now the numbers, the constants, you're just going to multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. And then you can't put 1, 2, 3, 4, 9x. You can't put 9x because that doesn't make sense. Okay? It's not 6, 9. It's basically 6x to the power of 9. Why is that? Because each of these variables has a 1. So if you go 1 times 1 times 1, it's 1. And then x to the 9. So if you have that, this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to put a check on the 6 and then another check on the x to the 9th. Because some of you guys might have put 5 and x to the 9th, but I still give you credit, but not full credit, because it should have been a 6. 3 times 2 is 6. All right? So that's all we had to do for that one. The next one, it's 2a to the power of 5, b to the power of 2, times 4a to the power of 2, or a squared, b to the third. So again, I needed you to break it down. All right? So here we go. 2a to the fifth, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B to the second, 1, 2. Okay? Times, and then go ahead and break down the 4a squared. 4 times a times b, b, b. All right? So now, again, the same idea, the constant, the big numbers. You're going to go ahead and multiply them together. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay? And then a to the what? A to the what? So if I were to call on Tadeo, who's here, a to the what power? Tadeo? He's not there. Alondra, a to the what power? A to the power 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 of them. A to the power of 7. And then Arwen, b to the power of what? 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B to the power of 5. So here, if you got it right, just put a little check right here on the 8. If you got 8 to 7 right, put a little check. And then B5. So there's 3 checks. All right. So I'm looking at that. Because if you got 6, but you got everything else right, I'll still give you credit. But remember, on a major test, they won't give you credit. All right. And then so the next one, b to the 5r to the third raised to the second. All this in parentheses is raised to the second. So we're going to write this in parentheses twice. We're going to multiply it by each other. Okay, so 5 r to the third times 5 r to the third. And then now it's in the same format as number 2 and number 1. Now all you have to do is break it down. Okay, so 5 r times 5 r. Okay, so then here we're going to multiply, and then Reuben, what's the 5 times 5? 25. And then Elijah, how many r's are there? Elijah? But all together. So I'm going to put r to the power of 6. And there's your answer. Okay? So then again, you just got to put a check right there and check right there if you got those right. Okay? Again, for those students who did not do it, please do it. At least I'll give you some type of credit as opposed to a 0. Okay? So that's number 3. Any questions? Any questions? No? All right. Moving on. Moving on. So the next one, we have 6c to the fourth times 3c to the power of 2 raised to the 2. So technically, what you have to do is you have to do this one first. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do 3c to the second times 3c to the second. Because remember, it's to the power of 2. So therefore, we just bring down the 6c to the 4th. All right? So now if you notice the pattern, we're going to go ahead and multiply the numbers. Okay? So let's see, Vivian, what do we get when we multiply 6 times 3 times 3? Vivian? No response. Okay. All right, here we go. How about Candace? What's 6 times 3 times 3? So 3 times 3 is 9, right? So 9 times 6, and then you could always use your calculator, that's fine. So 9 times 6 is 54. Okay, and then for C's, instead of, if I know I'm going to break them down, 4, 2, 2, can I just add them now? Yeah, you could add them. So remember, because you break them down, once you break them down, then you're going to add them, right? So how many C's are there? Let's see, Candace. Let's go with Candace again. How many C's are there going to be? If there's C to the 4th, C to the 2nd, and C to the 2nd. How many C's? Yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you go. So if you got that right, if you got it wrong, just put a circle and then change the answer. No problem. Just say, oh, I multiplied wrong or whatever you did wrong. Okay. So there's number 4, number 5. So now number 5 is a division. So now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to add the division. Make sure you have the line. All right. I noticed some of you guys didn't draw the line. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and break it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now, because it's the division, we're going to go ahead and do the giant ones. Okay. So we're going to match them. That's a 1. Match them. That's a 1. 1, 1, 1. So we're going to have the line again. So there's nothing on top, but I can't put 0 because it's a 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. And then on the bottom, you have 8 to the power of 2. Now, some of you guys just put 8 to the 2nd, which is different because this is a fraction. So this is your answer. And then if you got it right, put a little check on both of them. All right? And that's so far all the work that we have to do. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do the next one. Here we go. Well, actually, let me do this one. Here we go. So let me go and break it down. Here we go. X, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Now the Y. Y. All right. Okie dokie. So now what did I do? So x to the 6th, all right, it's x times x, 6 of them. You're multiplying together. Y to the 3rd, y times y times y times y. And then x to the 4th, x, and then y to the 5th. Now all you got to do again is your giant ones. All right, I wanted to see this, guys. So because again, I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're using the website. I don't know, but I need you to do the work. Okay. So x's, 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 and that's it. Then you go ahead and do the y. Y. So my answer, let's see, what's on top? What's left over? X times x is x squared, right? And on the bottom, y times y is y squared. So that should have been your answer. Okay, so go ahead and put a little check if you got it right. If not, put a circle. All right, if you put x squared, y squared, just put a circle and say, oh, I forgot the division sign. And then put x squared over y squared. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's your quiz. Let's go ahead and let's stop the recording. Okay, so stop the recording and stuff because this is Selena. Selena in the morning. Oh, oh.